we good. I gotta make sure my mic's in. Making sure my mic's in if it's already started by now. It's not output, it's input. Hi. Crap. Make sure my mic's working. What's up, everybody? Yeah, okay, good. My mic's working. We live. I don't know why I put you through the matrix right there. Here he is. Game week 35 is pretty much over. We got United and Brentford, I believe, tomorrow afternoon, California time. Let me make sure I'm not tripping on that one. My microphone was backwards. Oh, what a great start. Yeah, we got one more game tomorrow. United Brentford, about 8 o'clock London time. Yeah, this is just a miserable week for me. Coming off my wild card, I thought I was going to have a good week. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I think the worst thing about this week was the fact that, move this over just a wee bit. I think the worst thing about it this week is the fact that I didn't bring in Son, and I knew that they were gonna have I felt like Tottenham were gonna have a good week this week, especially going up against a lesser side that I believe was just gonna fight for Europa's, but clean sheet ruined in the 91st, and so I kind of took a chance and hoped that Son wouldn't do too much damage to me. And once again, like he does every single week, it seems like over the past few months, Son dropped 19 and dropped my rank like 22K, 23K. And so here we are going into next week. I think my team looks good. I'll show you guys my team for next week. Let the smokers shine the coop. This is what my team looks like for next week for 35. Until I get some comments, I'll talk about my team real quick. This week, I think I got like a decent-sized red arrow off a wild card, which is unfortunate. But my wild card was setting up for 36 anyway, so, just one of those unfortunate things. Hey, what's up, man? Allison back in the building. Yeah, dude, what's up? Kobe, what's up? Good to see everybody back. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I got finals this week. I got a neuro rehab final tomorrow, which I'm stressing out a lot about. So that's always nice, but it's good. Yeah, horrible game week for me too, Kobe. Absolutely horrible game week for me. I don't know how many points I'm ended up on. I'll see how many points I'm ended up on. Because I got Richarlison coming off my bench, thank goodness. Let me see. I'm at 43 points. Ugh. How are you guys ended up? If just the two killers this week for me was not having Son in my squad. I went with KDB and I captained him. And I felt like that was the right choice. He just didn't play, which hurts. Oh, boy. And I just got an email from school right now, too. Oh, no. Oh, well, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, rough week, man. Picking a city captain I thought was a good choice. It was just unfortunate that De Bruyne was rested. I thought that was a possibility, but still took a gamble. I'm at the point of the season where I want to drop into the top 100K. And I figured let's take a chance. And it did not pay off. Hey, I appreciate that. Lookman, how'd you do? How'd you do this week? Hopefully you had a good week, man. Captain Son. Oh. Shout out to everybody who captained Son. Oh, man. That is an incredible call, man. He dropped 19. 19. I'm captain. If you would have captained him, that's dang near. Let me see what I got. Yeah, you would be 5 points. I got 5 points more than a Captain Son got. I got 43 points. Shout out anyone who captained Son, man. He has been the biggest thorn in my side this season, but he's still one of my favorite players. Son captain to the rescue. Liam, too. Liam! Oh. Shout out everyone who did, man. What an incredible call. 2 goals and an assist, yeah, I think. I didn't watch the game because I don't have him, and I don't have Harry Kane, and I don't have Kulusevski, and so I decided not to watch the Spurs game this morning at 6 a.m., and good thing I didn't because that would have really wrecked me. It still did a little bit, you know what I mean? Last week I gone from 80K to 40K, now to 70K. I think I'll end in the top 50K. It's very possible. Very possible. I hope you do, Kanal. You've had a good season. Dang. Top 50K would be sick. That'd be huge. How many points off are you from the top 50K, and how many chips do you have left? That would be awesome. Son, I hope you forgive me, and I'll bring you back into my squad in 37 and 38 and triple captain you in 38. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to cheat on you. Oh, I should show my squad for this week. Yeah, this is my team, man. How terrible is this? Ugh. Ugh. I had Kane, Son, KDB, and Salah. Still a mediocre week. How? How'd you drop if you had Kane and Son? I know KDB and Salah were rough. Salah getting 1 point. KDB not even coming on. No Son here either, Daff. How's your ACL recovery coming, by the way? Kane captain, though. That's good. He's, how many points did Kane score today? I know he killed my rank, too. Those three, the three amigos for Spurs. Kane dropped to 6 points. I would take that as a captain. I got 1 from Salah. Camera. Those three guys, those three amigos for Tottenham. I almost brought in Kulusevski too instead of Coutinho. Let's see, 8K, 30K. They dropped my rank 40K. Those three alone. Dropped my rank 40K. No Son. Yeah, dude, Son has been roasting me all season. That switch I had from Son to Kane in game week, whatever it was, wrecked me. Son's at 220 points, and I barely owned him this season. Definitely one of my regrets. Definitely one of my regrets for the season. One of my lessons learned. If somebody's hot and somebody is doing well, just have them in your squad. Find a way to get them in. No excuses. Just get them. Just bring them in, man. Him and Robbo. There's both somebody I looked at and said they're both balling out. I really want them in my squad, but I got other areas to fix. Nah, man. If you like somebody, just get them. Not drop, but wanted KDB and Salah points as well. I had a bench to accommodate these 4 guys. Yeah. I hear you, man. I still think KDB was the option this week. He was going against a Leeds team that were just not doing well. He just didn't play. Plain and simple. Yeah, look at this, dude. 15, 12, 21, 3, 3, 16. Son has averaged 27, 38, 41, 44, 60 points over his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's averaging 10 points per game over his last 6 game weeks, Son. Yeah, forgive me, Son. I'll bring you back into my squad, man. 5.9 to 7K. That's so sick. Top 10K for Daft. That's so sick. No chips left. I mean, still, at the end of the day, man, 7K with no chips is still quite impressive. Even though it might be a little tough next week with a lot of people playing their bench boost. Only Fofana on bench who plays. Yeah, that's who else do you have on your bench? Who else is there? What transfer are you planning on making? I haven't activated my bench boost yet, by the way. I can't wait to hit that button. But I just want to hold it just in case. I got 68 points, 48K overall. That's good. That's nice. I had Nketiah as well. Apparently, he should have scored a few. I did not watch the Arsenal match. I was at the gym. But I haven't seen the highlights either. But let me see how he did. Let me grab my iPad and see what his stats were like. Hold up and give me a second. I almost brought in Nketiah as well. I thought Nketiah was a good option. He's been playing well. Hopefully he holds a spot for those on bench boost and whatnot. Let me see how Nketiah did. Bring him up. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him out. Oh my gosh. I don't know what his XG was. Can I figure that out? I think I can figure that out. Hold on. Give me a sec. But Nketiah had 6 shots today. 4 of them on target. 6 shots, 4 on target for Nketiah. The numbers look good on that. Only Son, Salah are a necessity from next season for sure. Yeah, dude, it's so funny because every season Son comes out and he's an awkward price, and so people are like, "Oh, I want 2 premiums, but not Son, not Son." Dude, I can't make that mistake again. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. If Son's, I feel like Son's gonna be like 11.5K maybe, or maybe 11 quid, something like that. I don't know, but if he's anything less than 11, dude, I got to bring him in. I'm not making that mistake again. It's solid, dude. The only problem though, oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, does anyone know what Nketiah's XG was for today? Look that up for me. Yeah, the only problem with saying someone's necessity, or like just thinking about it right now, is Next season, you're going to have Harry Kane again, who's been balling for a while now, as we all know. You got Mo Salah, who's the king of FPL, absolute legend. You're going to have De Bruyne again. You're going to have Son, that's going to be a baller. That's going to be high priced. You're going to have, I know Mane has been slept on, but he's been slept on. And then at the end of the day, you also have Haaland coming on. Haaland's coming for City, and all he has is weapons around him. He's going to, like, City score like 100 goals a season, and he's going to have De Bruyne feeding him passes. He's going to have, Bernardo Silva. He's going to have Foden, Mahrez. So it's going to be hard, man. I'm going to make that mistake again next season. I haven't Son. Anyway. You see my team from a few weeks ago when I bench boosted. I'll check you out right now. Your ID is 2001. Dang, it's such a... You got on the game quick. I always want to get a high ID, but every season I minus 12. Oof. Every season it comes out at like 1 o'clock in the morning California time, so I never get a good super high ID. Wait, was that your bench boost? There. Oh. $136 points. What was that? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Your rank dropped from 31K to 8K. When you play the bench boost in 33, I think that's when most people free hit. Play the bench boost in 33, your ranking in the game was 172. That was your game week rank? Oh my gosh. 136 points. This week this week was not a good week for me. I had like 48 points or something like that. 46, I don't know. In the middle. Dude, oh my gosh. Sheesh. It's crazy too because you put Son and Alexander-Arnold on your bench, and you could have easily had Ben right there that got 15 points. Dang, what a good week. And that was a 1 week Weghorst scored. Shout out Captain Christie was a good call too. Dang. Yeah, I'm at 30 points plus the Richarlison Pookie coming on. Let's watch this all. No transfers this week. I'm sorted. Let's go to my team for next week. No transfers this week. I'm sorted for Game Week 36, so no worries. I have Dobbin and Ferguson and Fofana on the bench. Cool one. Yeah, you definitely only have Fofana playing in it. And Nketiah with the 0.36 XG. Wow. I thought it'd be a little higher with 4 shots on target. Don, I'm thinking about taking out Son. I really don't like his double, and I really like the look of Mars in the double next week. He'll start both. Pepperlet's always annoying, as we all know. But I agree. When I wildcarded, I looked at Tottenham's upcoming fixtures, and I loved 3 of their 4 game weeks. 36 was the only game week I didn't like. I think they play Liverpool and Arsenal, I think, in 36. And so for me, I took a chance. I took a gamble and went KDB instead of Son and got that Newcastle Wolverhampton double in 36. So I hear you as far as that. I'm bringing back Son in 37. So I hear you. I don't think Son is the best option, but again, he's so hot, man. He could easily score against either of those sides, and it wouldn't surprise me. But for me, I like playing fixtures, and for that reason, I went with City as well. And Nketiah is a good shot. Would like to bring him in. I've thought about bringing in Nketiah as well. My only problem was just, from what I was talking about with some Arsenal supporters on Twitter, was just fear of rotation, even though he seems pretty nailed on to me. KDB needs to be a cheaper price. Please be a cheaper price next season. Please be a cheaper price next season. Oh, I really wanted to be cheaper. I love KDB, man. It's going to be hard next season. I know we went into this season thinking it was going to be like that with Lukaku, with Christie, with Kane. I remember even making, and Bruno Fernandes too. I remember making preseason video about how to squeeze 3 premiums into your side. And then the season started, and all we ever wanted was Salah and a bunch of cheap guys. And then as the season progressed, it was like, oh, wait, we got to get the double premium again. But I think next season is going to be like actually start with 2 or 3 premiums. Yeah, Pratyesh, I did not have a good game week. My wild card failed me. I wonder what Is it healthy to go look at what my team would have scored without me wildcarding? Do I want to do that? I'm going to do it on my phone so you guys will see it. Haaland, Son, and Salah would be my first picks for next season, but I'm feeling it would be a good season to watch in August. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. Of course, you never... Oh, and Aubameyang, too. Throw him in there in the premiums. But it's going to be hard, man. And there's going to be a lot of talk about how to fit these guys into my squad and everything, but it's going to be impossible to know until the price comes out, and then you're going to wait to see what the fixtures look like, right? And so it's one of those things where we're going to talk about it and worry about it a lot, but it's going to be hard to until everything comes out. My current team value, that's a good question. Current team value is 104. Not the highest. I'm going to do it, see what my squad looked like last week. I don't think I've had a green arrow in like 6 game weeks. I was sitting at like 120K thinking I could crack, come on, into the top 100, and then I just been down. Yeah, Willock didn't play, Rafinha didn't do much, Madison didn't play, Havertz didn't do well, Salah didn't do well, Kane would have done well, Ayew did nothing. He was only in my squad for 1 week anyway, just as a punt. Broya, nothing. White, nothing. James, nothing. Cancelo, sick. 5. Trent didn't play. Yeah, oh my gosh. If I didn't play my wild card this week, I would have been toast. Thank goodness. All right. Haaland will be 13 mil or 13.5 next season. If Haaland's going to be 13 mil, Salah's going to have to be 14. There's no way that, in my opinion, I know I should have done it. I should have read your comment before I went, but it ended up being a good thing because I would have had like 10 points. So good thing I wildcarded. Except Kane would have delivered. Yeah. I guess let me get Coutinho out of here. I don't know who I'm bringing in for Coutinho, but let's just go with just for the sake of it, because I'm not gonna have Coutinho in there. I'm gonna put Madison in there. That's what my team looks like for next week for bench boost. Hey Don, remember when I said I'm captaining Bruno G and I do remember that. I remember us talking about Bruno G and how I was thinking about bringing him in my squad too for that. Was it 33? When he doubled 34, whatever it was. Good call on the captaincy, too. I did it and went 398 overall game week rank. I don't think I've ever hit into the 3 digits. I think I've hit into like the 4 digits, but I've never hit into 3-digit game week. That's so sick. Best FPL moment. It's weeks like that just makes FPL when you're just on cloud 9, got this huge green arrow, and life is just good, man. Shout out Future. Since then, back to the red arrows. Okay. And that's FPL, man. That's life, dude. Ups and downs. Got to run with him. The great call on Bruno G. If I will make a transfer this game week, then I will think to do Kane out for Jesus and do Ferguson and Nketiah. Yeah, I mean, Jesus is playing well. Pep Roulette always scares me. Even though I have Triple City in my wild card, I feel like, well, I don't want to end up on FPL images, so I'm going to stop right there. Yeah, I like Nketiah. I do. I think he's a good pick. I think he's a good pick. I think Lacazette's out of favor for whatever reason that may be. I've been studying for finals, so I don't know why I haven't reached into that too deeply. So I like the Nketiah move. Jesus sounds like a good option, man. I don't know how many other good forwards there are out there at that price range. I have Richarlison myself because I like his fixtures a lot that game week. So I do like that move, man. It's something I would definitely contemplate. That gives you 2 good players instead of one with a hard schedule. Haaland has 83 goals and 85 goals. Different animal because it'll cost more than Salah, I think. It's hard, man. Yeah, it's hard because you have he's still a young player and he's never played in the Prem. Kind of a thinking of can he do it? Can he do in the Prem what he did in Bundesliga and what he did in Austrian League? I believe is what he played in. Because the dude just flat out scores. Period. And then you put him in a team with just weapons everywhere, dude. You got KDB, Cancelo, you have Mahrez, you have Bernardo Silva, you have Gundogan. You have so many dogs on that team, so many dudes that are going to just feed him delivery after delivery. They're going to have 70% possession. And so you think that he's going to score a crazy amount of goals. You bring in a good fixture rank or good fixtures and he's going to have a huge Huge EO to start the season. But I don't think, even with that, I don't think he costs more than Salah because I just think Salah's been doing it for season after season after season. So I think maybe Salah comes in at like 13 and Haaland comes in at like 12. That's probably my guess. But that's, real early thinking. My best game week this season was the first game week. I got 130. Oh. Shout out the Ben Rama days. And it was around 1K in the world, but after that, it's topsy-turvy. I mean, you started off great. Haaland would cost less than Salah. I think so, too. Dude, you started off huge, man. You started off huge. I've been sitting at about the same rank for about 13 game weeks, and that hurts. Would you rather sell apologies on my Spanish speakers. Would you rather sell Kulu or Barnes? I'm really not sure. Fixtures versus form. Also like Kulu for 37-38. Oh, man. I mean, Barnes has a better fixtures, period. Everton and Norwich, two teams that are probably going to get relegated. Although Everton did win today. What's the table looking like? Let me see. Give me a minute. The table. Yeah, Everton down 2 to Leeds. And with the game in hand. So maybe Everton doesn't get relegated. They have a lot to fight for. Hopefully that's... I'm talking to you, Richarlison. Ball out for me, baby. Come back, baby. You have Burnley and Leeds that are only 2 points ahead of the gap. And Everton have a lead on them. Oof. And Leeds have Leeds goal differential is way worse than Burnley's. Burnley's actually isn't bad. Burnley have only a minus 15. I thought it'd be way worse. Yeah, so going back to your point as I got distracted by the table. Barnes has a better fixtures. Norwich have officially been relegated, if I'm not mistaken. And Everton are close, so they have a lot to fight for, but they're still Everton. And Kulusevski just has 2 tough matches. But is Barnes going to play in both of those? No say, so... If it means anything, I didn't have Kulusevski in my wildcard draft because of those matches. I would rather have had a Leicester midfielder, if that means anything. But I'd probably lean more towards bringing in Barnes for Kulusevski. But yeah, again, 37-38, I want both of those. I want Kulu back in my squad. So it'd be a 1-week transfer, which I don't like. Depends on your squad and how deep you are and how set up you are for those 37-38. Because you could bring in Barnes for 1 game week and then get rid of him. But is he going to play in both? I don't know. Haaland would cost less. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. De Bruyne will also be better with Haaland. Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, KDB's... Oh. Put a striker in with KDB and watch out. The dude has the best service in the game. His right foot is just magical. And you bring him Haaland, man. Oh, lights out. Night. Who knows if Haaland is moving to Premier League, though? Yeah, it's still up in the air, but from everything I'm reading and the sources that I really trust, it sounds like it's pretty much... I would say it's about like 80% Haaland's coming to the Prem right now. But again, it's still up in the air, but everything I'm reading, it sounds like that's what's going to happen. From the sources I trust. But yeah, again, you never know. You're right. Kulu or Saka for the next 3 game weeks? I'd probably go Saka. Let me see what his fixtures are. Kulusevski has a better last 2 game weeks. That's no. Ooh. Yeah, I still might go Saka, man. Saka's been killing it. Leads this week in a double. Tottenham's decently tough. Also, can we talk about how Saka was supposed to be going down in price every week on my wild card, and then the 1 week, and then as soon as my wild card's finished, he goes down in price finally. Yeah, I like Saka more than Kulusevski, but if you were to ask me after game week 36, I'd probably say Kulusevski. Sean, what do you think about the City versus Madrid second leg? Oh my gosh. That first game was wild. That first game, I was sitting in pediatrics class, and I was not paying attention in the slightest because that game was wild. Let me see. Hold on. Let me bring it up real quick. I think City find a way to hold on. But for some reason, I'm leaning towards saying that Real Madrid's gonna win it. But I want. Why do I keep hitting the Premier League? I want to go to Champions League. Come on, Sean. There it is. Next game is this Wednesday. Oof. Part of me, I think. I think Man City find a way to hold on, but there's something about Madrid that makes me think they can do it. Something about Madrid makes me think they can do it. But dude, that was a wild game, dude. And Benzema, bro. I heard Benzema is only like 2 goals. Oh, hold on, let me check. Let me fact check myself. Benzema is at 14 goals in the Champions League right now. Dang. Dang. You. Yeah, I think Madrid find a way to. I just flip flopped live on camera. I want City to win, man. I want City to win, but I think City are just the better team, top to bottom. Obviously like at positions like where Benzema's better, but I think for the most part City's a better team. But there's something about just Madrid's DNA. There's something about that culture they have there that makes me think that they have it in them to come back. All right, I got half an hour more before I got to end this, and so I can get back to studying for my pediatrics final. Any questions, comments? Get them in. Got halfway done. La Liga champs, dude. Don't remind me, bro. I hope Barcelona will do well next season. Me too, man. Me too. Madrid have just. Did I turn my camera back on? There, yeah, we did. Yeah, Barcelona, man, they were struggling hard to start the season. It's been such a toxic environment for years now at Barcelona, and it's not just the club presidents in the past. It wasn't just the coaches, it was the locker room, it was everything, dude. It was toxic, and I'm glad they got Xavi and they got a new president. So I think things are turning around, man. I really like a lot of their players. I hope we contend better next season. But we still have a lot of work to do, is what I'm saying. I'm taking a -8. Thoughts? Ooh. Kane and Kulusevski out. Richarlison, KDB in. Plus Gordon in for Bruno G. Or a no-hit, keep double Spurs, and just DS in. But that's probably boring. Just double City defense with no KDB, no Everton. Oh, man. Out of context, it's super funny saying Kane and Kulusevski out to bring in Richarlison. Out of context. But I get it, dude. Richarlison has Leicester and Watford at home. Or not at home. Away. In the double. And they have a ton to play for with trying not to get relegated. Then you have Kane, who has 2 tough fixtures. Of course, Kane can score in both, dude. That dude's such a monster. But for me, if it were my squad, I'm a fan of taking risks, especially at this time of the season. If you want to go out there and really achieve your goal and just run it, I think you do just take gambles, man. Take gambles. I mean, the opportunity to achieve your goal in this game. I think taking risks is worth it at this point. Why not, man? Why not? But that's just my thinking. I'm a fan of risks in general. I'm a fan of risks. Take them. Dang, dude. Let's see. All right, let's go to my squad since I caught up on everything. Diaz is a good option, though, dude. Diaz versus Newcastle Wolverhampton. He can get you 12 points. Alone. Oh! Almost dropped me, Mike. All right, let's look at my options, man. I got Madison. Well, right now I have Coutinho in for Madison. Oh, I got. Even though Barca are rivals, I wish they don't get Alonso. Alonso will not do good in Barcelona setup at all. I agree, man. I think if we got Alonso, it would just be for depth purposes. I don't like him in the squad at this point in his career. I don't think he's gonna do that well there if he starts full time. I think it's more of just a depth thing. And right now, it's funny because Barcelona are just trying to snatch every Chelsea defender. Rudiger's gone to Madrid. Excuse me. Where there's talks that we're gonna get Azpilicueta. I believe we've already gotten Christensen, and now we're looking at getting Alonso. We're just trying to steal that whole Chelsea back line. But I think he's just in there for depth purposes, which is good, man. You need depth. You need depth, as we see with City, we see with Liverpool. You also need top tier players like we do with Liverpool, with City. Yeah, for next week, I think my move is going to be Madison. He didn't play this week, if I'm not mistaken. Let me fact check myself again. I've been busy this morning. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Haven't heard that song in a long time. That's not Lester. There we are. Sun's left-footed goal today was absolutely nasty, by the way. Jamie Vardy came in. That's good to see. Tielemans came in. Did Madison even make the squad? Why wasn't Madison in the squad? Was he just getting a full-on rest? Now I got to do some research live, and I know how boring that is to listen to. I'm just here to find the coops. Not Madison Square Garden. Madison FPL. There we go. I'm trying to find out why he didn't play today. Whatever it is, man. I'll look it up later. But yeah, I might bring in Madison right now. Top five players you want to have this game week. Oof. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let's see. Top 5 players I'd want this game week would be... I'm going to start with Salah. He didn't start this game week. I think he comes in rested next game week. Even though he's got Tottenham for one of the two, which is a tougher spot. Salah's 1. I think Cancelo would be 2. Maybe not Cancelo, because I don't know if he gets rested for a Champions League game. You never know right now. And so maybe... screw it, dude. Take chances. I'm going Cancelo 2. KDB 3. Oh, man. Let me look at the schedule. Before I bring in my top 5. Yeah, DS and KDB, both great options, like KDB for captain, and my goal is top 50K, sitting at 18K. Oh, dude, you should be good. You should be good. Might finish 10, might finish 30. Son to Kane to 30, kill my season anyway. Dude, I'm right there with you, man. That killed my season too. I was at 120K before I dropped Son to Kane. Oh, there are two huge things that destroyed my season this year. One was dropping Son. The other one was not captaining Salah in those 2 game weeks. He put up 20 points. Those 2 game weeks destroyed my rank. If I would have had those 2 game weeks, I'd be in the 80K right now. But I'm at 200. Even, I think. 201. All right, for next week, my top 5 players. Again, Salah, KDB. I do think bringing in a City defender. Again, I don't know if Cancelo plays in both. If you want to bring in Cancelo as your City defender, I think he'd be the number 3 there. You could just go Diaz if you want to be safe, but screw it. I like to take risks. Let's see. No. Some part of me wants to say Richarlison because I have him and kind of speaking it into existence to bring him in. I think bringing in a Leicester player. I don't know if Madison is the one I'd go for. You could even say Jamie Vardy might be the play. If he came in today and if he's healthy, Jamie Vardy might be number 4 on my list. But I'd have to look more into that. So for now, I'm just going to say a Leicester player to be named later. Everton. Yeah, part of me says Richarlison, but I kind of want to stay away from that. And then probably Robertson. He's been killing it, man. Those might be my top 5. Off the top of my head, of course, this can change at any time, at any given moment. But for now, I think those are the ones I'm going to roll with. My top 5. Unless let me go through this list once more. I mean, there are wild cards. There are wild cards that could be good, like bringing in Mahrez could be huge. Mahrez could have a huge game week. Yeah. Barnes could be huge. Barnes could go off. Those are a couple of my wild cards. Dennis could have a huge game week. And part of me wants to say Bowen. Bowen versus Norwich. I think Bowen could have even though he only has 1 game this game week, I think Bowen could hit double digits. Those are my wild cards. This game week. Let's check back in a week and see how this did. Son 31 games, 27 goals and assists this season. Underrated only if he was on some other team like Liverpool. Son, my baby. He's been my favorite player for years. And how I don't have him in my squad just baffles me. I don't even understand why I don't have him in my squad. I think I'll just don't like that noise I made, but yeah. Bringing in Son just oof hurt me. Not having Son in my squad, dude. It's so funny because when you playing FPL, man, it's funny because whenever I play like other fantasy sports, like when I play fantasy American football, fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball, I try to have my favorite player in my team. I try to find a way. I don't try to like reach for him. Like if I'm trying to, I don't know if you guys watch basketball or not, but then it wouldn't make any sense. But I try not to reach for a player and have him in my team just because. Like my buddy loves Lacazette, and so he'll have him in his side over using that money instead of like a Son, you know. Even I know they're priced like $2 million off, but just for example, he'd rather have Lacazette in instead of Son, and so he kind of plays that way. And so I try not to do that, but if you have a player that you love and he's balling, have him in your squad, dude. Come on, Sean. I always have Son on my team, barring 2 to 3 games any season. I think I just get frustrated with Son the same way I got frustrated with Saka, also the one that's been killing me. Because Son and Saka, I'll have them in my squad, and then they won't do anything for like 3-4 game weeks, and I'll just be pissed. And I'll be like, all right, dude, you're wasting my money. You're not playing well. Get out of my side. And then they just go off. And then I just get heartbroken again. Aye. I'm going to listen to more Pusha T today. 20 more minutes, and I got to call it a stream. Game Week 37, my Captain Cash. And captaining Cash? Whoa. And bringing in Pickford. What a wild statement. What a wild statement. But I kind of hear you, man. Going to Game Week 37, they have a double. I'm probably gonna free hit this game week. Actually, check that. I have to free hit this game week. I mean, I could triple captain this game week, but I want to triple captain the week after. I still have 3 chips left, by the way. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude, captaining Cash, dude. That's quite risky. But hey, man, no risk it, no biscuit. Just run it, baby. Just run it. Why not? Why not? Hillary Duff. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Well, this is really bad, man. Come on. Shimon, what do you guys think of my team? Should I make any moves? Should I make any moves this game week? This is not my team right now. I have Coutinho in for Madison. Maybe I should reset it so y'all can see. This is my bench boost. My eyes dropping. I'm getting tired. Any questions, comments, drop them in. The season was an eye-opener. Note to myself, always listen to intuition. Is that a Mos Def song? Actually, that's a Black Eyed Peas song. Follow your intuition. Right, East Sound. Everybody. Yeah, dude, a huge... I think for me, the biggest mistakes I made this season... other than just being like way too busy and not like there like be times where I'd be like studying for finals and I'd have no time for FPL, and then I would just be like, oh, whatever, this has a good fixture, and I wouldn't do enough research, and it would just it would backfire. But I think my biggest mistake I had this season was probably being like, oh, I really like this player, I want him into my squad, but let's do something else. You know what I mean? So like, hold on, my laptop's gonna die. If a stream stops just out of nowhere, please forgive me. And have a good week. All right, we're back. Woo! I could do Dennis out for Nketiah. I'm gonna hear what other Arsenal supporters say before I do that move, because that is one of them. But I don't like having Coutinho in here, dude. Coutinho is just too inconsistent. He's had like 2 game weeks that he's been 2 good game weeks all season. But yeah, for me, my biggest mistakes this season is being like, oh, Robertson's doing so well. Ooh, but I need to make a move somewhere else. I can't be doing that. Sun's balling out. Oof. But, I think it'd be better for my team if I had it this way. If I like a player, man, just bring him in. Period. I think I'm just too concerned with being like, oh, I have a hole in my, I have a hole in my squad. My player's not doing well. Let's get rid of him, which is a good thinking. So maybe I need to think about that. But yeah, dude, if I like a player, just bring him in. Cheers to that, man. I could do Dennis doing Nketiah, but I really like Dennis versus Crystal Palace and Everton. I like that fixture. I might even, dude, in his revenge tour, making up for that captaincy in game week 28 or whatever it was, where you got me a negative. Which players do you like for next year? My current ones are Raya's keeper. He's always getting bonus points. Romero for Spurs and Cucurella, both bonus points machines. As a Barcelona supporter, man, I love me some Cucurella is a beast. It's gonna be hard, dude, because it's hard to say without seeing prices. And so, like, I could say I really like Saka, but Saka could come in at 9 mil, 9.5 mil, 10 mil, and I wouldn't be surprised. Saka could come in at 7 mil, and it'd be like, oh, dude, I really like Saka. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say without pricing, but if I had to guess, again, it all depends on who stays in the Prem and who has good fixtures to start the season. There's so much that goes into it, but if I look at the table right now, making sure, like, it sounds like Rafinha might go to Barcelona. It's still nothing guaranteed, but if Leeds do drop, then he's for sure gone. But if Leeds, all right, let's go, dude. Sorry, I was watching. I had basketball score right there. But I think even if Leeds stay up, he might be gone, and Leeds will just be without Dallas, who just suffered. I haven't heard anything about the Dallas injury yesterday, but from what I saw, it looked horrific. And if I had to guess, it'd be ACL, MCL, and potentially medial meniscus, the unhappy triad, as we call it. It did not look good, and so I think he's going to be out till 2024. Dallas, and so they'd be missing one of their better players. They need to do some work there. They might lose Rafinha, which is another one of their beasts. And so, essentially, I'd target anyone who's playing Leeds. Yeah, dude, I think I'm trying to look. If Gallagher goes back to Chelsea and gets good playing time, if he gets good playing time for Chelsea, I think he's going to be a really good option. Him next side or alongside like Mount and whoever's playing defensive holding mid for him. Maybe not holding mid, but whoever the other third. If Gallagher gets good playing time for Chelsea, I think he'd be a good option. I think if Nketiah can lock down a spot on Arsenal, I think he could be a good option for next season. Luis Diaz has been balling for Liverpool, but I think it's going to be the same thing this year as it is next year, with him rotating with Jota and Firmino and giving Salah and Mane a break. Obviously, City, it all depends on pricing. Cancelo might be 7 mil. I think Cancelo's probably going to be 7 mil. Trent might be 8. No one from United. Son, forgive me. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I think Newcastle have been playing so freaking good that I think that if they get a good start to the season next year, I think they're going to be pretty popular picks. Which players you? I read that one already. I think I got a good run of fixtures. Yeah, 2 great NBA games on back to back right now. Yeah, I know. I'm missing the freaking Bucks game right now. The beauty of streaming, dude. Yeah, dude. If you like, comment. I hate doing that. I was about to do it, but I didn't want to do it. I was about to do it, but I stopped myself. But thanks y'all for watching and showing up, man. Bucks up 10 against the Celtics. Let's see what the stat line is. Then you got Warriors Grizzlies after that. Ooh. Giannis putting up a plus 17, but dang near triple double in the first half. The shooting hasn't been great. He's gonna have to be incredible without Chris Middleton. Obviously you're gonna have to have other people step up too. Drew Holiday's just such a good freaking defender. How's Boston doing? Tatum's getting shut down. 9 points on 10 shots. Oof. I'm assuming they have Drew Holiday. Maybe not Drew Holiday on him. I don't know who they have on him. back to live streaming. Yeah, I guess since the chat's kind of dying down, a lot of people have left the stream. The hardest thing, it's so funny, man. Being a FPL YouTuber is so hard, man. Especially when you're just coming back into it. It's hard to getting back into it's tough. Going up the algorithm and whatnot. And just trying to figure out what your voice is again. Do you follow IPL? I do not. Should I? If I'm being honest, I don't even know what IPL is. Oh, Indian Premier League. Is that cricket? Cricket's not a I was like, not a sport. Of course it's a sport. Terrible choicing of words. Cricket is not, you can't find it anywhere here in California is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't even know where I could watch it. When I was living in England, I thought it was a great sport. I watched it a decent amount when you go to like pubs and whatnot and seeing it played. I've always wanted to try playing it, but I don't know. Like, it's never on TV here. I don't see it anywhere in like parks or anything like that in California. So I've never been around cricket other than the time I was living in England. And so it's so hard to get even like with football, with soccer. In America, it was so hard to watch it back in the day. It's gotten better since one of our TV channels bought out Premier League rights, and now streaming devices are better. It's even easier. But back in the day, man, even football, the world's biggest sport, like I remember Barcelona and Real Madrid would play each other in El Clasico, right? It'd be this huge match, Chrissy versus Messi. Everyone in the freaking world would be watching it. And then I go on our DirecTV, which is our satellite, which is our cable, the biggest cable in America, and you couldn't watch it. El Clasico, you couldn't watch in America on TV until until I graduated high school, really. You have to try to illegally stream it on your computer, but computers were super slow back then, and internet wasn't the same. And so even football is hard to watch here in the States. The Champions League is on cable here. You have to get streaming devices to watch Champions League. It's just so like it's hard to even watch football, let alone cricket. But I want to follow cricket, man. It looks like a great sport. Finals prediction: Warriors Heat. I'm sticking with my finals prediction. Earlier in this, I'm sticking with my finals prediction that I had right before the playoffs started. I thought the Bucks would make it to the championship, and I thought they would go back to back. I think the Bucks win it again, but that Chris Middleton obviously is not good. But I'm sticking with the Bucks, and I was torn between whether I was gonna have the Warriors or the Suns in the finals. But I think I went with the Suns. I went with a rematch. If it was today, I would take it back and say I would go with Warriors Bucks. But I'm still going Bucks, and I'm sticking with my prediction. Who should I follow? Hold on, give me a second. Let me see how I can even stream IPL. Any last questions, comments? I got 5 minutes before I got to start studying for my final tomorrow. IPL stream in USA. Yeah, I don't have that. Don't have that. Yeah, the only way to watch it is on this like Hotstar, which almost sounds like a porn site. Hotstar decides to end its service in the United States of America. What the? You can watch it on Disney Plus. Maybe I could watch it on. Oh, I think I could watch it on ESPN Plus, which I just got last week. Maybe I can start watching IPL. Who should I watch from IPL? I was gonna turn on my TV, but it's not plugged in. Who should I watch for IPO? Who should I start cheering for? If I can watch it on ESPN Plus. Best of luck. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm going to need it. I have a final every other day this week, and I'm really, really, really stressing about the one tomorrow. I don't know if I'm ready for it. The one on Wednesday, I'm definitely not ready for, but I'll worry about that one after the final tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Any last questions, comments, get them in, man. I appreciate y'all showing up. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Getting back into streaming's tough, but I'm getting used to it right now, and I'm hoping I get better at it, man. Bury all of them. My favorite is I don't know how to pronounce it, Rajasthan. Did I pronounce that right? The Royals? Maybe I'll check out the Royals, man. Maybe that's what I'll do. Any last questions, comments, get them in. If not, I'm going to wrap it up here because the stream is dying down. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. I really do. Hopefully this is a decent enough podcast. My top 5 players, again, for next season are going to be, or for next season, for next week, Salah, KDB, a city defender, whether it's, I think I'm going to go Cancelo just to take the risk. I'm going to go with Jamie Vardy for Leicester if he's healthy. I'm going to go for him. And actually, he might be my wild card. And then I'll do another wild card. I think Bowen might be a good option. Low key. I don't. That's my. He's definitely my wild card entry next week. Like if you want to take a huge chance, I think Bowen, even though he has a single game week, might be it. You always have to get our support, Sean. I appreciate that, man. You do your hard work and we'll always support. I appreciate that, man. I miss talking about FPL, man. I loved when I was making videos every week. It was the best, and I was really getting into a groove of it. Making a team selection, best captain, and streaming. That was a jam, but life took it away. So I think just streaming and team selection is probably what I'm gonna do from here on out. But I miss it. It feels great to be back. I just hope I have a good score this next game week. That's my biggest worry. Feels great to see y'all again too. The beautiful thing too is even though I took like a 9-10 month hiatus for making videos, it was great to come back and still see you guys have my support, man. It means a lot to me. It really does touch my heart, man. Let me see. I'm gonna see when how long I stopped making videos for. Because I came back and I did like a random one, and then I wouldn't do one again. So a year ago, 11 months ago, 10 months ago, 8 months ago. Yeah, I took a break. Then I came back to start the season. And then I took another break for like 5 months. And here I am back again. Back at it again. Anyway, I'm going to head out. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. I'll be back with a team selection video this week. It's going to be a super quick one where I do no editing. And I just run through it because I don't have time to edit it during finals week. And you guys can ask me questions always. I got the Discord in the description. My Twitter's always open, even though I'm not always on it. But take some time every day to make someone smile, as always. And let's enjoy a good Champions League. Catch y'all. And I appreciate y'all.